Capri? I just got a call from the staff saying you haven't shown up at the venue yet. Is something wrong? I've already arrived at the venue and started getting ready for the wedding. Hey, Capri!
Ah, Stan.
Capri! Where the hell are you? If you don't get here soon, we're gonna miss the ceremony. If you want, I can come pick you up.
Oh, no need to come pick me up.
Can you get here on your own?
No, I'm not coming.
What?
The wedding's off.
What? Wait, what the hell are you talking about? Are you seriously saying that on the day of the wedding? Do you really think you can just cancel everything now?
Yeah, I think I can.
What?
I'm talking about something that happened at a friend's wedding before.
Are you talking about Kate's wedding from 2 years ago?
Ah, right, you were invited on the groom's side, weren't you? So I guess you understand that it's possible to cancel under certain circumstances.
No, that happened because the groom got into a car accident on the morning of the wedding, and there was no way to have the ceremony after that. What you're doing is just a last-minute cancellation.
But the fact that we can't go to the venue is the same, right? So please, go ahead and cancel everything.
So what's the reason you can't come to the venue? You need to explain it to the guests and everyone involved properly.
Well, you see, last night I had a fateful encounter.
Fateful?
The man I met last night is rich.
What?
I was having a drink alone at a bar, just trying to make the most of my last night as a single woman, and this really charming guy approached me. We started talking and, well, we just hit it off. Before we knew it, we were so drunk that we decided it didn't matter if I canceled the wedding. We ended up spending the night at his place.
What?
Right now we're toasting with wine, celebrating our future together.
No! Do you even realize what you're doing?
Of course I do. That's why I'm saying I'm calling off the wedding with you.
Are you out of your mind?
Because you're just a poor guy from a single mother household, aren't you?
What?
If I'm going to get married, I'd rather marry someone rich. I've learned not to choose my partner just based on looks. This guy, he runs a big company. I'm so glad I met him before I ended up marrying a poor guy from a single mother household. So I'm going to marry him.
No, my family's not that poor. My mom has a lot of qualifications and a well-paying job.
But compared to my guy, you're definitely poorer.
How the hell is that even possible?
This is a decision I'm making, so I won't regret it. So please, just accept it and move on.
This isn't something that can just be settled that easily? And to say all of this with this timing?
It can't be helped. I met him last night, after all.
Anyway, just come over here.
I already told you the wedding is canceled. It's pointless to hold on to any hope for me.
That's not what this is about. Canceling the wedding will cause a lot of trouble for everyone involved. If you're doing this, you need to apologize properly. And there's also the cancellation fee for the venue.
Yeah, you can take care of all that on your end.
Hey, you have to take responsibility.
Well, it's because you're poor that I decided to call off the wedding. So I don't have any responsibility in this matter.
That's not how it works.
Whatever. I'm having a great time with him right now, celebrating our amazing night together. So I'm going to end this message here.
Answer the phone!
Stan, good evening. I've looked into the matter your mother asked me to investigate.
Good evening, Miranda. I'm sorry to have put you through this when you're so busy and for making it a priority.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a big deal for the son of my best friend.
Thank you so much.
I'll send you the full report later, but let me give you a rough explanation now.
Yes, please.
First of all, Capri's affair. Well, this really surprised me, too.
Who was it?
It was Mike.
What? Mike? Wait, you mean that Mike?
Yes, that one. Actually, Capri's currently staying at his apartment in the neighboring city, S-City. Their meeting was purely by chance, but anyway, it looks like she's been cutting off all contact with her family and anyone in the local area. I think she's just waiting for the heat from the wedding cancellation to die down.
Seriously?
Capri didn't know that he was the guy at the time, did she?
No, she didn't. She didn't seem to care at all about what happened to her friend's fiancé. Afterward, she became distant from that friend, so she probably never found out his name, let alone anything more.
I see. Well, I'll be delivering the investigation report tomorrow morning, so it'll be in your hands then.
Understood. Thank you again. Hey, Capri, I need to talk to you. I see you've read my message.
Ugh, what now? We broke up, so stop contacting me. I'm starting a new life with my boyfriend now.
You're free to start something new, but before that, you need to settle things.
Settle things?
Check the mailbox in your apartment.
What? What is this? And how did you even find out where I am?
I have a contact who works at a private investigation agency through my mother. I had them look into things, and they managed to track you down.
What? And what is this amount? Why do I have to pay $60,000?
It's for the wedding cancellation fee, the honeymoon cancellation fee, and compensation for the broken engagement. I'll be asking both you and your affair partner to cover this. The total amount comes to $60,000.
What? Why do I have to pay? I told Banda to handle the cancellation. You should be the one paying. And what's with the we? We're not even married yet. You can't force me to pay like this.
Are you serious? Are you actually stupid?
Huh?
Yeah, you must be. You really don't get it, do you?
What?
Let me break this down for you. In this case, it's not about who handled the cancellation. The person who caused the cancellation is responsible for covering the full amount.
Wait, so you're saying that even if I didn't handle it directly, it's still my responsibility?
Exactly. You may have handed over the task to someone else, but the root cause is you because you broke everything off. That means you're liable for all these expenses.
Wait, what? But what about the fact that we didn't even get married? We didn't even make it to the altar.
I know you think you can just brush it off, but you're wrong. You see, even during an engagement, compensation can be required. You don't just walk away without consequences.
Really?
Yes, really. You don't get to back out of this because you think you're off the hook because the wedding never happened. Engagements are serious, and when someone calls one off, there are financial and emotional consequences that have to be dealt with. The papers I sent you were drafted by a lawyer. I had them work on it specifically to avoid confusion, so you can be sure there's no mistake about it.
A lawyer?
Yes, I didn't want to risk miscommunication, so I had a lawyer handle it. The paperwork is all in order, and now it's time for you to take responsibility. I need $60,000 in one lump sum. Once you pay it, you're free to go. But until then, this is something you'll have to deal with.
Oh, really? Well, whatever. $60,000 is a drop in the bucket for my rich boyfriend. I'll just have him pay it. He'll get it done in no time.
Wait, that rich boyfriend of yours, you mean Mike, right?
Yeah, of course. If you hired a private investigator and looked into things, you must know already. You must be so jealous that I'm not stuck with a poor guy like you.
Well, you're in for a surprise. That rich boyfriend of yours is actually sitting on a huge pile of debt.
Huh? What are you talking about? Mike owns a company. He makes $150,000 a year. There's no way he's in debt.
That may have been true 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago. And you know what happened around that time, right?
Huh? Why are you bringing that up?
It was around the time of Kate's wedding. You remember Kate, right? She married the guy who was supposed to be the groom, but he ended up in a huge accident that day.
Oh yeah, the groom who got into the traffic accident and ended up in the hospital for months, right? Even after he healed, he couldn't go back to work because of the rehab. Kate has really weird tastes, doesn't she? Marrying a guy with no future, no prospects.
I know you're enjoying making fun of it, but let's get back to the actual point here.
Okay, just make it quick.
Mike's story connects to this. It all leads back to him.
How?
You know what happened? Mike was the one who caused that traffic accident.
Huh?
Yes, Mike was responsible. The accident was entirely his fault, 100%. He paid for all the settlement and medical fees right away in one lump sum, but that's just the beginning.
Oh, well, that's easy for someone like him, right? A guy with that kind of money can pay it all off in one go, no problem.
Well, don't get too comfortable because there's more to this story. The real trouble started after the accident.
What do you mean?
This is when things started to fall apart for Mike. The accident severely damaged his business's reputation. He lost credibility, and his company's standing took a massive hit.
So he lost his business?
Yeah, he went bankrupt a year later, all because of the fallout from the accident.
Bankrupt?
Yes, he didn't just lose his business, but he also ended up buried in debt. In order to cover that, he ended up taking out a loan of $2 million. The money wasn't coming from a single source. It was spread across various creditors, and it's likely he had to borrow from some unsavory places to get the amount he needed.
No way. Wait, so Mike...
Yeah, that's right. The guy you're so proud of, your rich boyfriend. Turns out he's deep in debt. And don't forget, he's also got a criminal record now because of that accident.
What? I was totally fooled.
Well, that's your problem, not mine, but I'm just telling you the truth.
What? Aren't you going to help me?
Why would I? You're on your own now. You made your choice when you dumped me, remember?
But I'm your fiancé. It's your duty to save me from this.
You broke off the engagement, so there's no saving to be done here.
I'll cancel it for you. I'll take it all back, I promise.
No need to do that. It's too late now.
Then the $60,000?
I'll take care of that, don't worry. Make sure you get it done, though. It's time for you to settle up. A few days later, $60,000 from Capri was transferred into my account. I didn't expect it. Honestly, after everything that had happened, I thought there would be no way for her to come up with that kind of money. But there it was, the sum sitting in my bank account, a reminder of a past I was trying to put behind me. The money came as a surprise, but what really struck me was the way it arrived. The way Capri had managed to gather such a large amount after everything that had transpired between us. It wasn't without a bit of context, though. Capri's parents, as I learned much later, had decided not to support her financially after she canceled the wedding. The fact that she'd backed out at the last minute and essentially wrecked the plans we'd made together was something they couldn't forgive. From their perspective, the decision was her mistake alone, and they made it clear that they wouldn't step in to clean up the mess she'd made. They were firm about it. They weren't going to help her, not emotionally, and certainly not financially. As it turned out, Capri had reached out to them when things started falling apart, desperately hoping they would come to her aid, but they refused. And it wasn't just about the wedding, it was everything that had happened after. The lies, the broken promises, the way she handled the mess. Capri had alienated so many people, and when she finally needed support, no one was there to give it. I couldn't help but think about Mike, her ex-boyfriend, the one she was still in contact with, who'd also managed to get himself into a financial hole. I had a feeling Capri's method of getting the money wasn't all that different from his. She probably borrowed from the same shady places he had, taking on more debt and taking risks just to scrape together enough cash to cover her obligations. It wasn't a clean method, and it wasn't the right way to handle things, but it seemed to be the only option available to her at the time. I didn't know the specifics of how she got the money, but I had my suspicions. Capri wasn't someone who played by the rules when things got tough. She was resourceful, but in the worst way possible, always finding shortcuts that led her further into a corner, always relying on her charm and manipulation to get what she wanted. I wouldn't put it past her to use whatever means necessary to get the cash, even if it meant making deals with people who didn't have the best intentions. The next part of the story came from a message delivered to me through my lawyer. It seemed like Capri, despite everything that had happened, still wanted to reach out to me. She wasn't directly contacting me, though. Instead, she had sent a message through the lawyer I had worked with during our brief separation. The message was clear. She was asking for advice, or at least some kind of acknowledgement from me, but I wasn't about to give her any more of my time. According to what I was told, Capri had managed to secure a live-in job through the people she had borrowed money from. The details were sketchy, but it seemed that she was working for someone who had offered her a place to stay in exchange for labor. It wasn't exactly a glamorous position, and from what I gathered, it was the kind of job you wouldn't want to talk about at family gatherings. The type of work that left you feeling ashamed to even admit what you were doing to survive. I'm sure it wasn't something Capri was proud of, but it sounded like she had no other choice. It wasn't a job with any dignity, but she had to make do with whatever options were left available to her. Of course, I couldn't feel sorry for her. I wasn't going to waste any more of my energy on someone who had done nothing but betray my trust and ruin everything I had worked for. I wasn't her savior. I wasn't responsible for fixing her mistakes, and I had no desire to get involved any further. The money she sent me didn't change anything. Nothing could undo the damage that had been done, and nothing could make me want to help her again. I instructed my lawyer to reply to Capri, making it very clear that I had no sympathy for her situation. I told him to remind her of the simple truth: this was all her fault. She had made the choices that led her to this point, and now she had to deal with the consequences. You brought this upon yourself. It seemed fitting, considering everything that had happened. I wasn't interested in trying to help someone who had shown no interest in helping themselves when it mattered. I didn't hear from Capri again after that, and I suppose that's for the best. She had made her bed, and now she had to lie in it. If she wanted to turn things around, she would have to do it on her own. The money was gone, the wedding was canceled, and whatever future we might have had was a distant memory. It was time for both of us to move on. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Bert, thanks again for today's business meeting. This is Christy from Company A.
Good evening, Christy, was it? Wait, hold on. Did I ever give you my personal number?
No, we only exchanged our work numbers. This one I got on my own.
Then how did you manage to find it?
Oh, come on. You're seriously still not getting it?
What?
Wait, don't tell me. Have we met somewhere before? You really don't remember. Wow, it's me, Christy Flanders, from high school.
Wait, what? Christy?
Jeez, you really didn't recognize me? Classic you. Still the same bottle glasses wearing loner nerd from back in the day. Though I see you ditched the glasses for contacts now, but clearly your eyes are still as clueless as ever.
I mean, I had this vague feeling I'd seen you before, but Christy, back in high school, your hair was bleached and you looked totally different from how you do now, and your last name threw me off too.
Yeah, I got married, so I go by Anderson now.
Ah, that explains it.
What about you, Bert?
Huh?
I'm asking if you're married. Got a wife, a ring, anything?
Oh, well, I'm engaged, actually.
No way. Seriously? Some poor soul actually agreed to marry you. What kind of saint goes for a nerdy little wallflower like you?
Christy, we're business partners now. Don't you think it's a little inappropriate to dredge up our high school past and throw personal jabs like that?
Excuse me? Since when did being honest become inappropriate? And anyway, not much has changed. Even now, our positions aren't all that different, are they?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm working for a major corporation, a real player in the industry. And you? You're with one of our subcontractors, a vendor, a supplier. You know how that hierarchy works, right? General contractors are above subcontractors. That's just how business and the world works.
Look, I'm not denying that in business relationships there's sometimes a power dynamic. That happens. But applying that kind of hierarchy to our personal relationship? That's not right.
Oh, listen to Mr. Morals over here, getting all high and mighty for a subcontractor. Well, I'll pretend I didn't hear your little lecture just now out of kindness. But moving forward, you better remember your place. Crawl if you have to. Just make sure you're useful to me and my team. Got it, underling? Hey, Bert, the estimate you brought in today, it's a bit too high, don't you think?
Huh, really? And by the way, is it really okay to be discussing this over messages outside of working hours?
Why not? Anyway, you can make it cheaper, right?
Well, that might be difficult.
What? Why?
I already explained this in the meeting today, but I've kept the cost down as much as possible while meeting your requirements. If we cut it down any further, it would compromise the quality. So I can't avoid charging this amount any more than that.
I see. You, a subcontractor, have the nerve to go against me?
Whether I'm a subcontractor or not, I'll speak up when I have to. Even with the person who was in charge before you, we built a good relationship by being straightforward with each other. You're thinking of just do what I say because I'm the client is wrong.
You... How dare you get all high and mighty? You are just a subcontractor.
And you're just some homebody, aren't you? The lowest of the low. How dare you talk back to me, someone from a big corporation?
You can't just equate high school status and the client-subcontractor relationship like that. It doesn't work the same way.
What? Anyway, the estimate is not something I can decide on my own. Bringing this up in a personal message is really putting me in an awkward spot.
I am seriously pissed. Whether you're a bad sport or not isn't my problem. A subcontractor like you doesn't get to talk back to someone from a big company like me.
Even if you say that...
Your company relies on our company for nearly 70% of your business, right? If you can't lower the price, then I'm happy to terminate our contract.
How about we talk next time I come over to your place? Like I said earlier, the price is not something I can decide on alone.
Oh, now you're willing to listen to me?
That's not it. It's just that this is work-related. I'll check with my superiors, but don't expect too much.
Well, even if you say that, if our contract ends, your company will probably go bankrupt because of how much you rely on us. I'm expecting a favorable response from you, though. Bert, are you kidding me right now? Why the hell haven't you called me back?
What? What's this about?
Don't play dumb. I'm the account manager for your company. Me. So why the hell did you go behind my back and contact my superior? You knew I said we couldn't lower the price. You ignored that and reached out to my boss anyway. Are you trying to get the contract canceled?
I'm not your contact anymore.
Excuse me? Wait, what are you saying? Don't tell me. You got taken off the project because you couldn't keep up. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Actually, that's funny because I heard you were taken off the project.
What?
Remember that ridiculous quote we submitted recently? The one you rejected out of hand? I escalated that issue to our senior team because your response was... well, unprofessional. And when my manager talked it through with yours, it became very clear, very quickly, that your little stunt had nothing to do with company policy. You acted entirely on your own.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, and while we're at it, something else came up during the discussions. You're pretty much out of chances, aren't you?
What?
Lowest sales numbers in the department, frequently unreachable during work hours, and that so-called sudden boost in performance. Turned out you were just stealing your junior colleagues' accounts. The company was ready to either sideline or fire you, but they decided to give you one last shot, and that shot was us, our account.
Even so, that still makes me your contact, doesn't it?
Did. Past tense. I was told you've been removed.
They didn't tell me a damn thing about that.
Why do you think they didn't? You think they want another one of your desperate, self-centered moves ruining what's left of your reputation?
I was trying to help. If we won the bid at a lower price, we'd make a better margin. That would have been my win.
Dropping the price by half isn't negotiation, it's sabotage.
You're the subcontractor. You're supposed to do what you're told.
And this is exactly why you're no longer handling the account.
What?
You don't understand the most basic principle of business, mutual trust. A good contract benefits both sides. You don't strong-arm a partner into submission. You build something valuable together. That's how lasting relationships are made. That's how successful companies operate.
Oh, please. Don't act like you're some genius. You got pulled off the account, too.
No, actually, I wasn't pulled. I was transitioned. I'm getting ready to go back to A Corp.
Back to A Corp? As in my company?
Not quite. You never noticed, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm the cousin of A Corp's next president.
What?
Yeah, my last name's different. He's from my mother's side. I used to work at a subsidiary of A Corp. My cousin wanted me to be his right hand when he took over, but before that he told me to go learn the ropes in the outside world, get real experience. That's how I ended up at my current job, just wrapping things up now.
Wait, so you're telling me you're going to be part of A Corp's leadership?
Exactly. I start next month in the executive office.
Wow. Well then, how about this? Want to go on a date?
What?
A real one. And I'm not just talking drinks and small talk. I mean, anything you want. Anything. All I'm asking is you make sure I stay in a good position in the company. Think about it. Just one night and we both come out ahead. Not a bad deal, right?
Are you serious right now?
Why not? It's just business, right?
You really don't see the problem here, do you?
What?
First of all, you're married, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, but come on, nobody has to know.
Second, I'm engaged.
Okay, but...
Third, and this one's important, I want absolutely nothing to do with you. Not personally, not professionally, not in this life or the next.
Excuse me?
You thought I had positive feelings toward you after all the times you belittled me, called us names, treated my team like trash?
That was just...
Save it. You dug your own grave, Christy. And just so you know, your department head, the sales director, has been watching this entire exchange.
What?
Yeah, he saw every last message, every attempt at blackmail, every last desperate move.
Oh, God.
You were barely holding on as it is, but this? You just guaranteed your own exit.
Wait, I didn't mean...
I'm done here. I have no more business with you.
Please, Bert!
By the time I return to A Corp, you won't be there anymore. Good luck with the job hunt. You're gonna need it. So, here's what happened. A few days later, Christy was fired. It didn't take long for the truth to come to light. Apparently, there were a few instances during her previous contracts where she had used her femininity as a weapon, manipulating situations to her advantage. It became clear that her actions had caused significant disruptions in her work, and the company decided to take legal action against her. There were financial damages to be paid due to the harm she had caused to the business, and on top of that, she was facing a lawsuit for emotional distress, primarily because of her affair with a married man. The scandal was far-reaching and the consequences were severe. Naturally, her husband found out about everything. It's hard to say how long he had suspected something, but when the truth finally came out, it led to their divorce. The strain of the affair and the ensuing public fallout was too much for their relationship to withstand. In the end, Christie's personal and professional life crumbled all at once. The divorce had a devastating effect on their family. Christie's husband took custody of their child, leaving her with nothing. With the dissolution of her marriage, Christie returned to her parents' home, hoping for some solace and a place to regroup. But even there, things weren't as simple as she'd hoped. She could feel the eyes of the world on her, the whispers of judgment that followed her everywhere she went. The once comforting familiarity of her parents' house now felt like a cage, and she couldn't stand the scrutiny. Day after day, Christie tried to find a way to deal with her guilt and shame. She would sit in the small bedroom she had once lived in as a child, staring out of the window, lost in thought. Her parents were kind and understanding, trying their best to offer support, but they couldn't erase the heavy weight on her shoulders. Their quiet concern only served as a constant reminder of her failure, and the pressure mounted with each passing day. The town wasn't kind to her either. News of the affair spread quickly, and everyone seemed to have something to say about it. Everywhere she went, there were hushed conversations, people whispering behind her back. Even the local grocery store, a place she had frequented for years, seemed like a battleground. Every aisle she walked down felt like it had eyes on her, and every conversation that stopped when she entered the room made her feel like an outsider in her own community. One day, Christie couldn't take it anymore. The tension had built up to a breaking point, and she snapped. The whispers, the judgment, the looks, it all became too much. She knew she couldn't stay there in that house under that cloud of shame. Without telling anyone, not even her parents, she packed a small bag and left. It wasn't that she had any particular place to go. She just knew she couldn't stay there anymore. She had to leave, to find somewhere, anywhere where she could be away from the suffocating atmosphere of her past. No one knew where she went. She disappeared from their lives as quickly as she had entered them. Her parents were left in a state of worry, unsure if they would ever hear from her again. The neighborhood was left to wonder what had happened, with only speculation to fill the void. Christie's name became a ghost in the town. The once well-known woman who had been part of so many conversations now seemed to vanish without a trace. Despite her sudden disappearance, Christie continued to make regular payments for the damages and emotional distress as required by the legal settlements. Somehow she was managing to keep up with her obligations. Perhaps she had found some kind of work or was living off of what little savings she had left. She was surviving, but no one knew how. No one knew if she had found a new life or if she was just drifting, lost in a world that had no place for her anymore. Her disappearance raised more questions than answers. What had happened to her? Was she alive? Was she okay? The last anyone heard of her was a vague message from her parents saying that they hadn't heard from her in a few weeks and they were worried. But even they didn't know where she had gone or if they would ever hear from her again. It's strange how quickly things can change, how quickly someone can go from being part of a community to being a complete stranger. Christie had once been a fixture in her town, someone everyone knew. She had had a family, a career, a future. But in the blink of an eye, it all unraveled. Her choices, her mistakes, they led her down a path from which there seemed to be no return. And now she was somewhere out there, alone, paying the price for what she had done. But there's one thing about Christy's story that stands out. It's the question of redemption. Does she deserve a second chance? Can someone like her ever make up for the damage she's caused? It's easy to look at her as nothing more than a cautionary tale, to see her as a woman who lost everything because of her own choices. And yet there's something heartbreaking about her disappearance. In some way, it feels like she's been lost to the world, a casualty of her own actions. She may never return, and she may never fully make amends for what she's done, but she is still a person who was once loved, once part of a family, once full of potential. The hardest part of Christy's story is knowing that she might never find her way back. Her life is no longer one that can be easily repaired. The consequences of her choices are too deep, too far-reaching. But there's also a small part of me that hopes she finds some peace, even if she never comes back. I hope she finds a way to rebuild her life, to heal from the pain she's caused, and to find a path forward, however difficult it may be. In the end, Christy's fate remains uncertain. The town still remembers her, still talks about her in hushed tones, but no one knows where she is or what has become of her. All we can do is speculate, to wonder if she'll ever return, or if she's simply gone for good. But one thing is certain, her story is far from over. She may have disappeared from our lives, but she hasn't disappeared from the story of her own life. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most important thing of all. Christy's disappearance doesn't feel like an ending, but more like an unanswered question. The town has moved on, but her absence still lingers. It's a quiet ache that everyone feels, though no one talks about it anymore. In some ways, it feels as though she's waiting for the right moment to return, if such a moment ever comes. Maybe one day Christy will reappear, and the town will have to reckon with the choices she made, with her mistakes and the aftermath of them. Until then, though, all we can do is wait and wonder, just like the rest of her story that remains unfinished. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Gianna, do you have a minute right now? Oh, hey Harper. Thanks again for having me over today. Yeah, listen, I actually wanted to talk to you about something. Could I ask you not to drop by unannounced like that? Oh, don't worry about it. I don't mind at all. No, I do mind, actually. Anyway, seriously, thanks for coming by. And that fruitcake from the department store? Oh, that was really something. Huh? Wait a second. The fruitcake I had in the fridge, it's gone. Hold on. Don't tell me you went into my fridge and just took it. Oh, that? Yeah, Kiki saw it when she was getting juice. It was right there in plain sight, so I figured you left it there for me, as a little gift. No, actually, that cake was a present from my mother-in-law. Oh, wow, really? Well, I guess technically it was already a gift, just not to me. Still, it was delicious, so I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm really sorry, but can I have it back? Wait, what? Why? My husband has a serious sweet tooth. He'd been looking forward to eating that cake. Are you serious right now? You're actually asking me to give something back after you already gave it to me? Oh, that's so cheap. I didn't give it to you. You took it. Well, too late anyway. We already ate it. What? Yeah, my parents were visiting today, and we all had it together, every last bite. It was so good. Thanks again. Are you kidding me right now? Nope, we really enjoyed it. You should have seen Kiki's face. She was in heaven. So, yeah, thanks. What is wrong with you? What? What exactly am I being accused of here? You literally went through my fridge and helped yourself to something without asking. That's stealing. Wow, are you seriously calling me a thief? A mom friend thief? If the shoe fits, you took something that wasn't yours from my fridge without permission. That's theft. Oh, come on. You left it right there, totally visible. Kiki saw it. It looked like it was meant for sharing. I just assumed. You assumed I was gifting you something that was sitting in my own fridge? Well, yeah, I mean, if you really didn't want me to take it, maybe don't leave it out like that. That's the most ridiculous excuse I have ever heard. Look, it's gone. It's been eaten. There's nothing to talk about now, okay? You can't be serious. I'm completely serious. Anyway, this conversation is getting annoying, so let's just end it here. Bye! Dan, hey, do you have a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. No sugarcoating.
What's going on?
That roll cake your mom gave us, it got taken by one of the neighborhood moms.
Wait, what? Hold on, what do you mean, taken?
I'm sorry, I know you were really looking forward to it. I had it saved, I really did, but she just took it.
What the hell even happened? How does something like that even go down?
Well, it was earlier today. I was outside on the balcony hanging laundry, and out of nowhere, this mom and her daughter just showed up. Totally uninvited, no message, no call, just barged right in.
Wait, are you talking about her, that woman who moved here a few months ago and immediately became the neighborhood problem child? What's her name, Gianna?
Yep, that's the one. She's the mother of that loud little girl, Bailey.
But she lives like 2 miles away. How'd she end up here?
I guess because nobody around wants to deal with her anymore, she started venturing out further to find someone who'd still put up with her. And unfortunately, today that was me.
Unbelievable. What a pain. But damn it, that roll cake was super hard to get. Your mom lined up early at the store just to buy it for us. I was really looking forward to that.
I know, I feel horrible. She even asked me yesterday to make sure you got to eat it fresh.
So what, Gianna just saw it and helped herself?
Pretty much. I came back in after hanging laundry, but she was already poking around the fridge. Bailey was screaming her head off the entire time. I'm thirsty. I want juice. Where's the candy? It was chaos. She was flailing around, stomping her feet, crying like a banshee. I couldn't even get a word in.
God, what a nightmare. Did she seriously just snatch the roll cake and leave?
Not right away. She acted like it was totally normal. Said something like, "Oh, this looks good. Hope you don't mind if we help ourselves." Before I could even say no, Bailey was already digging into it before I could stop her.
You've gotta be kidding me.
I wish I were. It was a total mess.
We are never letting them in this house again, ever.
Agreed. I should have locked the door the second I went out, but I didn't think she'd show up out of nowhere like that.
Hey, wait a sec. Speaking of boundaries, you remember that story from a while back? Someone told us she went into someone's bedroom without permission?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you think she did something like that here, too?
Oh no, I didn't even think to check. I better go look, right now.
Go! Check the bedroom. If she's gone through anything in there, I swear I'll...
I'm on it. I think something happened.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
It might be gone. My grandmother's keepsake.
Wait, are you talking about that ring?
Yeah, I kept it locked in a drawer for the past 2 months just to be safe, but this morning I noticed the lock. It's been broken.
You're serious? I haven't touched that drawer in weeks. The key's always kept somewhere Bailey couldn't possibly reach. No way he would have done anything. He doesn't even know about that drawer.
Exactly. But the lock's broken and the ring's missing. It doesn't make sense unless someone forced it open.
So, do you think Gianna might have had something to do with it?
I don't want to accuse her without proof. All I've got right now is circumstantial evidence. She's the only one who's been in and out of this place in the last few days besides us, but that's not enough.
Damn. If only we had a way to know for sure. Wait! My bedside!
Huh?
The camera. The one I set up a while back.
Camera? Oh, yeah, I forgot you even had that thing.
Which direction is the lens facing?
Hang on. It's aimed toward the side of the room. Oh, yeah, it's pointing right at the drawer.
Yes!
Hold on a second. You're not saying...
Yeah, this morning I had this random idea. I wanted to film Bailey while he was sleeping. He looked so peaceful, and I thought it'd be cute to save. So I got the camera set up, but I ran into some trouble with the tripod and didn't finish setting everything properly before I had to leave for work.
So...
There's a good chance I left the camera recording by accident. If Gianna came into the room during that window of time, and I charged the battery last night, it might have caught everything.
Are you serious?
I can't say for sure yet. It depends on the exact time she might have come in, but if the battery held out long enough and the camera kept recording, there's a chance it caught her red-handed.
That could be huge. If we have that on video, that's not just circumstantial anymore. That's hard evidence.
Exactly.
All right, I'll go check it right now.
Please do. If that footage exists, it could tell us everything we need to know. And if she really did take the ring, we'll finally have proof.
Let's hope we got lucky this time. Gianna, do you have a minute? There's something important I need to talk to you about. Oh, for God's sake, what now? If this is about the damn roll cake, I already told you I ate it. I didn't steal it or anything. Someone gave it to me, and that's it. Can you just drop it already? It's not about the roll cake. What? I'll get straight to the point. I want my ring back. Excuse me? Gianna, when you came to our house today, you went into our bedroom without permission. You forced open my drawer. Compared to that, stealing the roll cake almost seems innocent. If you return the ring right now, I won't press charges. Are you serious right now? Wait, are you actually accusing me of stealing some ring just because I was in your house today? You really think it's okay to just throw around accusations like that with zero proof? That is disgusting. Even if I told you I have proof? What? My husband accidentally left the camera recording in our room this morning. We've got clear footage of you taking the ring. Are you serious? That ring was my grandmother's. It's a family heirloom. Give it back, Gianna. Yeah, about that. That ring, it's gone. What do you mean, gone? Well, see, my daughter found it. I guess I'd left it out on the living room table for a bit, and kids, you know. She took it out to the balcony and got curious, and then she found a hammer somewhere. She what? Yeah, apparently I told her a while ago that diamonds are really hard, and she remembered. I guess she wanted to test it. So, she smashed it, like completely pulverized it. You're joking. Nope, the thing turned to dust. It was actually kind of funny. It was my grandmother's ring. How could you be so casual about this? Look, relax, okay? It was probably fake anyway. Some cheap knockoff. If it broke that easily, there's no way it was real. You're seriously this worked up over a little broken jewelry? That little broken jewelry was appraised at $50,000. What? $50,000? I have the certificate if you'd like to see it. Wait, what? Are you actually being serious right now? I am. Come on, there's no way. That thing was probably glass or plastic. You're totally trying to scam me. No, Gianna, you clearly don't understand how diamonds work. What you were talking about earlier, how hard they are, that's called Mohs hardness. It measures how easily something gets scratched. But the toughness, how easily something breaks, is a totally different thing. Diamonds are hard, but they're also brittle, just like quartz. You hit them right and they shatter. No way. Seriously? Absolutely. But it was my daughter. She's just a kid. And kids are the parents' responsibility. You don't get to use her as a shield to dodge the consequences of your actions. But let's be honest here, none of this would have happened if you hadn't stolen it in the first place. Don't you dare pretend you're the victim. So what? I'm just supposed to roll over and accept all this crap because you had some fancy jewelry lying around? Are you hearing yourself? Look, our family's struggling. My husband barely brings in enough to pay rent. Meanwhile, you're over here with your heirloom rings and high-end furniture and all your luxury crap. And you're crying over one ring? God, you rich people are so pathetic. You really think that justifies what you did? Oh, come on. You probably wouldn't even notice if that ring was missing. I noticed. It was priceless to me. And you destroyed it. And more than that, you broke into our house, rifled through our drawers, and stole multiple things. Wait, what? Multiple things? Yeah, you think I didn't notice the missing cufflinks, the tie pins, the earrings? Everything's accounted for. The total value comes out to just under $55,000. 55? What? You've got to be kidding me. No, and we can prove every item with receipts and documentation. No. Wait, hold on. My husband's texting me. Ah, right, I should have mentioned. My husband was furious when we found out what happened. He already contacted your husband. They exchanged numbers a while back during a school volunteer day. What? And we just called the police. They're on their way. You're calling the police? Are you serious right now? Dead serious. And from what your husband told mine, this isn't the first time something like this has happened, is it? What? You've pulled stunts like this before, back where you used to live. But your husband gave you a second chance, a fresh start in a new town, and this is what you do with it? No, you don't understand. It's not like that. Then how is it? Because all I see is a sad, desperate woman who thinks other people's pain is a free pass to make her own life a little easier. Gianna, you're not just irresponsible, you're dangerous. And honestly, I do pity you, but I won't protect you. That ring... My grandmother gave it to me just before she died. I kept it safe for years, and you destroyed it in one day. Not even by accident, but through a chain of choices you made. No one forced you to take it. No one made you lie or laugh about it or blame a child for what you did. I didn't think it'd turn into this. You never do you? That's the problem. When Gianna's in-laws showed up at the house unannounced, she panicked. The moment she realized why they were there, confrontation over everything she had done, she bolted. According to what I heard later, she ran straight into the bathroom and locked herself in, trembling. She must have thought she could hide there long enough for them to leave, or maybe she hoped to escape somehow once things calmed down. But that's not how it went. The police arrived shortly after, having been contacted by the in-laws out of concern that Gianna might attempt to destroy evidence or flee. When she refused to come out despite multiple warnings, they had no choice but to break down the door. What followed was dramatic, a full-on arrest with shouting, struggling, and neighbors peeking through windows to witness the spectacle. It was like something out of a crime drama, except it was all real. And that was just the beginning. After her arrest, further investigations uncovered more offenses. Apparently, this wasn't the first time Gianna had crossed the line, legally or morally. Multiple additional charges were brought against her. With each one, the chance of leniency disappeared. Eventually, she was convicted and sent to prison. No plea bargains, no second chances. Soon after, her husband filed for divorce. And who could blame him? The emotional toll, the betrayal, the financial strain... It was too much for any relationship to survive. The divorce was finalized quickly and quietly. There wasn't anything left to salvage. Their daughter, still so young and innocent in all of this, was taken in by her father. He moved back to his hometown in the neighboring prefecture, where he could rely on the support of his own parents. From what I've heard, he's doing his best to rebuild a peaceful life for the two of them, away from the chaos Gianna left behind. Then there was the matter of restitution. The court ordered Gianna to pay $50,000 in damages, money she didn't have. It was her parents who ended up paying the price, quite literally. They sold their home to cover the debt their daughter had incurred. I can only imagine how devastating that must have been for them, both financially and emotionally. What's more, they've reportedly cut all ties with Gianna. They've moved without leaving a forwarding address, no contact, no visits. As far as they're concerned, their daughter no longer exists. The pain and shame were simply too much for them to bear. There's one thing that still stings, though, something small but deeply symbolic. I had a family heirloom, a ring that had been passed down through generations. It was supposed to be kept safe and one day handed down to my daughter. But Gianna took it during the worst of the fallout and it disappeared. I never got it back. That loss still aches in a quiet, stubborn way. But not all is lost. My husband, seeing how much that ring meant to me, took my hand the other night and said, "Why don't we have a pair of custom-made rings created? Something just for us. Something that represents our journey and everything we've overcome." His words, his support, they brought tears to my eyes. He reminded me that while some memories are painful, others, the ones we build together, can carry us forward. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.